Friends, as this liturgical year comes to a close, we find Jesus in the Gospel telling us about the signs of the coming of the Son of Man. And in fact, if we continue reading this account of Mark, the Lord commands us, be watchful, be alert. Today, let us reflect on being watchful and alert as our response to the call of mercy and charity. Brothers and sisters, in his account of the day when the Son of Man comes in glory, St. Matthew tells those who would inherit the kingdom, I was hungry, you gave me food. Thirsty, you gave me a drink. A stranger, you welcomed me. Naked, you clothed me. Sick, you took care of me. And in prison, you visited me. Clearly, the Lord is in those who are in need, in those whom we tend to ignore, in those whom we tend to exclude. As he said, whatever you do to the least of your brothers and sisters, you did it to me. Now, suffice it to say that we help, we assist, we share our resources to the poor, but do we touch their hands? Or are hands too quick to be removed from theirs? Do we commune with them, or do we regard them coldly? Do we look at them in the eye, or do we look away? Are we interested to know their story? Do we treat them as neighbors or as a burden? You know, my dear friends, Pope Francis is inviting us to meet these people, to encounter them personally. He tells us, what Jesus teaches us is first to meet, and after meeting them, to help. We need to build, to create, to construct a culture of encounter. We see this in the Gospels. Jesus would first talk to the sick or to anyone who needed his help. Jesus endeavored to know the cause of suffering so he could be one with them. This is compassion, brothers and sisters. Remember that at the death of Lazarus, Jesus wept with his sisters. Remember the blind whom he called and asked, what do you want me to do for you? Remember the woman with a hemorrhage whose nearness to Jesus urged him to ask, who touched my clothes? Jesus enters people's lives in whatever condition they may be. Friends, this is an area where we are called to exercise watchfulness and alertness. Are we in touch with the needs of those around us, especially the poor? Do we look closely and intently at their persons and neediness? Are we alert to hear, see, and to respond if someone seeks our assistance and presence? Do we promptly meet the needs of others to the extent that we are able to? The Pope continues to tell us, your heart, when you meet those in need, will begin to grow because the meeting multiplies our capacity to love. The encounter with the other enlarges the heart. And love, as the encyclical Deus Caritas Est teaches us, is the Christian image of God and the resulting image of humankind and its destiny. So in loving the other, especially the poor, by being merciful and compassionate to them, watchful and alert to their needs, we give glory to God, who is love himself. Brothers and sisters, let us be watchful and alert, so when the Son of Man comes, he would be delighted to see us merciful and compassionate servants.